Welcome to Microwave Engineering playlist. Here in this session, I'll be solving examples which were there in previous year GATE question paper. So let us begin with first question. So here in this question, an air-filled rectangular waveguide of internal dimension a cross b, where a is greater than b, has a cutoff frequency of 6 GHz for TE10 mode. So let us mention that cutoff frequency fc, that is 6 GHz for TE10 mode, that is given. For the same wavelength, for the same waveguide, if the cutoff frequency of TE11 mode is 15 GHz. So now cutoff frequency is 15 GHz for TE11 mode is given. Then the cutoff frequency for TE10 mode is how much? So that is what we are deal with to calculate. So cutoff frequency that we are deal with to identify for TE01 mode. So see, first of all, let us have cutoff frequency formula. So cutoff frequency of rectangular waveguide that we can identify by C by 2 into square root of m by a whole square plus n by b whole square. So this is the basic formula. That is what we are deal with to utilize about. Now first we will be considering this case which is of TE10 mode. So for TE10 mode, we can say m is equals to 1 and n is equals to 0. The reason is we just write it like TEMN, where m is 1 and n is 0. So in that case, if you place n is equals to 0 in this basic formula, you will be finding C by 2 into m by a. So cutoff frequency now, that will be fc is equals to C m is 1 by twice a. So this will be the basic formula for TE10 mode. And if you substitute values, where fc is 6 GHz, 6 into 10 to the power 9, c is 3 into 10 to the power 8, divide by twice a, then you will be finding value of a, and that is 2.5 centimeter. So that is how we can have a dimension. Now let us substitute fc formula for second case. See, if we consider second case for TE11 mode, we have m is equals to 1 and n is equals to 1. So in that case, if you substitute that in this basic formula, we will be having fc, that is c by 2 into square root of m is 1 and n is 1. So 1 by a whole square plus 1 by b whole square. Now fc for second case TE11 mode, that is 15 GHz. So this is what 15 into 10 to the power 9 is equals to c is 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by 2 into 1 by a, that is 2.5 centimeter. So 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole square plus 1 by b whole square. Now if you calculate this, you will be finding value of b. So just do it by calci. I am just writing answer directly. If you do it so by having calculator, you will be finding b is 1.09 centimeter. So now we have value of b. So once we have value of a and b, we can go for third case, which will result into our answer. So for TE01 mode, you will be having m is equals to 0 and n is equals to 1. So in that you will be finding fc, that is c by 2 into, if you substitute m is 0, so this square root term, that will result into 1 by b. So this formula will be c by 2b. And as we have values 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by 2b, b is 1.09 centimeter, means 10 to the power minus 2. And if you calculate this, you will be finding Fc, and that is 13.7 gigahertz. So this is what our cutoff frequency which will be there for TE01 mode. Now let us solve few more question. So now see, in this question, electric field in rectangular waveguide for inner dimension A cross B, that is given by this basic formula. Here H0 is constant, A and B are the dimension along with x-axis and y-axis respectively. The mode of propagation in the waveguide is what? So here we are dealing with to identify mode of propagation. Now see, here as if you see this basic formula, then based on that, here we can say this electric field, that is omega mu by h square into pi by a, h0 sine of 2 pi x by a sine omega t minus beta z. What it means, this is what showing this electric field that is propagating along with z direction. So propagation that is happening in z direction. So if propagation is happening in z direction, we can say electric field in z direction, that has to be 0. Here propagation is happening in z direction, so from that we can say electric field along with the z direction, that is 0. And from this equation even one can say here our mode is TEMN mode. Here our mode is TEMN mode, and our electric field along with the z direction, that is 0. So what will be the magnetic field along with the z direction? So this is what I have already derived. You can see my previous session based on rectangular waveguide, where I have derived this formula for magnetic field along with the z direction, that is H0 cos of m pi x by a into cos of n pi y by b. And if we want to calculate electric field along with the y direction, then electric field along with the y direction, that will be minus gamma by h square into del Ez by del y plus j omega mu by h square into del hz by del x. Now see, electric field along with the z direction, that is 0. So if you place that into this, then you will be finding this term, that is 0. So it is getting cancelled. So electric field along with the y direction, that is j omega mu by h square into del by del x of hz, and hz, that is we have written here, that is this. So let us place it and have a partial differentiation. So H0 cos of m pi x by a into cos of n pi y by b. And if you do this partial differentiation, only differentiation of this term will happen. Cos differentiation is minus sign, so here it will be minus j omega mu by h square into the term which is there with x will get multiply, so m pi by a, that will get multiply. H0 cos will be sine now, sine m pi x by a into cos n pi y by b. So this will be EY. Now if you compare this equation with the given equation in the question, then from that if you see m pi x, this sine term, n m pi x by a, and over here it is 2 pi x by a. So if you compare that, you will be finding value of m that is equals to 2. And from this basic comparison we can say n is equals to 0. Why? The reason is this term that is not there. So this is equals to 1. What it means? N is equals to 0. So n is equals to 0, and as earlier I have said, this mode has to be TE Mn mode. So this mode will be TE, M is 2 and N is 0. So it is TE20 mode. So practically this is what answer A, TE20 mode. Now let us solve one more problem. Now see, in this, for a normal mode of electromagnetic wave propagation in hollow rectangular waveguide, a phase velocity is greater than group velocity. A phase velocity is greater than velocity of light in free space. The phase velocity is less than velocity of light in free space, and phase velocity may be either greater than or less than group velocity. So out of these 4 cases, we are dealing with to compare phase velocity and group velocity with velocity of light. Now see, when you want to calculate phase velocity, so phase velocity is Vp, that is c divided by square root of 1 minus fc by f whole square. And if you want to calculate group velocity, then group velocity can be calculated by c into square root of 1 minus fc by f whole square. Now for a propagation, one can say this fc that should be lower than f, then only propagation is possible. So if you see our Vp, then Vp that will be always greater than velocity of light. Why? The reason is c divided by square root of 1 minus something square, so that will be in denominator less than 1. So in numerator it will be greater than 1, so Vp will be greater than c. And if you apply that to group velocity, c into square root of 1 minus something square, so that will be less than 1. It means Vg is lower than c. So we can say Vg that is actually lower than c. So from this we can say Vp is greater than velocity of light and velocity of light is greater than Vg. So this is how we can compare, and from that now we can see 4 options, like see, phase velocity is greater than group velocity. So that is correct. Phase velocity is greater than group velocity. The phase velocity is greater than velocity of light. So phase velocity is greater than velocity of light. So option B is even correct. The phase velocity is less than velocity of light. So this is false. And the phase velocity may be either greater than or less than group velocity. So that is even false. So we can say these both answers are correct. Thank you so much for watching this video. You can give your valuable suggestions, and you can access all those material which I am teaching here by downloading my application Engineering Funda, and detail of that application is given in all videos description. So you just download it from there. It will be helpful to you to get all those material which I teach here. Thank you so much for watching this video.